So welcome back to this new video, and this is a new question. Is subsequence recursive solution? We need to find a recursive solution for this question. The question is same. We will be given a substring and a big string. You have to find that substring is a subsequence of the biggest string which is there. And as you know about subsequences is that it has to be like one directional, and it necessarily need not to be contiguous, that is contiguous is continuous. What I mean by that, I know what you I mean is a subsequence. I'll show you subsequence geek force geek. So if you look here you would find that mm, that G, E, and G and S cannot be a subsequence. So your mind would tell, but actually, G and S is actually a subsequence. It need not to be continuous. Anyway, that's all. But you have to use a recursive solution for this. So since recursive solution, we have args to args to find. So in ChatGPT, I try to find how a recursive solution is like. For example, you can write any function name. That function is called again here, you see, but we don't want this function to go in a infinite time calling itself. So you are keep on reducing the value of the parameter inside the n, and as you can see, if n reaches certain value, there is a short circuit too. You have to stop instead of return certain value. So using all of this in the head, we will try to come up with a solution for this. Sounds a bit challenging, but anyway, I'll come up with a solution. I'll be writing in some pages or anything, and then I'll be back. Till then, you also try. I'm pausing the video. Let me just open this. This is the question. Pause it and start. I'll come back. Hey guys, you know what happened? I don't know what Baba seed I have created, what on the files I have created this highly complicated code, and I don't even know if it would work or not, but let's see. Like my approach right now, I don't know recursion. I really don't have any idea how recursion plays a role in this, and whatever my idea of recursion is, I have tried to write it down. And the thing is, if I somehow make it work, then I would compare. I don't know if it will work or not. I think the entire code needs to get changed. Sometimes I overestimate myself or underestimate myself. So let's see which case is this. And yeah, and let's see. Actually, I'm excited to see how recursion would play a role in this and how recursion is implemented in questions like this. Because we have already solved two questions like this, like solve the basically same question like this. So let's see. Okay, I'll come back after I have written this in Visual Studio Code. First, I'll write in Notepad and then I write in Visual Studio Code. Okay, guys, so I like to congratulate myself to fuck the code up, but to be honest, it's working in some way. It's working in ways I didn't even expect it to work. I don't know what the heck have I written. God, I don't know why I'm so bad with recursion because I don't know recursion. I have not been taught. So when I'll be taught, then I'll try these questions better. But the thing is working, and I've used recursion here. You can see it's calling the function itself. But it's so crazy. For example, if I type in like mania, and if I try to search for fat, so it should say false, right? But it says undefined. You don't believe me? Look at this. I want to change undefined. I want to. Maybe I did not define that condition for what it should be. Like for example, if I search for this, so for example, this nothingness is present in here. But for example, if we search for let's say uh two kids came, okay? They were talking in Kannada or something. I couldn't speak. I feel sad. I learned for them Kannada. Anyway, so the crazy thing is, also small kids were there. They wanted to speak something, and I just smiled. I was like, yeah, I answered them. Anyway, so here, and if you type in man, man is there, so it will say true. For example, if you type in mi is present, so it will still say true. For example, if you say I am, it will say true. So it's even working backwards, which it shouldn't work. It should not work like that. I don't know, bro, why it is working like it. It's like crazy that it is working. Okay, I don't know. So I'll ask ChatGPT. Okay, let's ask ChatGPT to fix this code. Okay, God, and okay, you wanna see what logic I've applied? So we have defined two variables, till now false, till now this, let two variables, and for now just comment it out. We don't need the variables. It gradually the need of the variable develops. Okay, I'll tell you when in here in when. So string 1 and string 2 are equal when both the string are equal. Okay, I didn't try that, so it should return true, right? Let's see. Both the strings are equal, like let's say ma and I again. So true, it is working. Yeah, that should work. Yeah, not the logic say yeah. By the way, great work, Sadaf. Great work. Whatever crazy shitty situation you are into right now, but it is great. Let me just keep the variables right now, okay? I'll tell you when I needed, like, oh, I should have declared variables, so I went up and declared the variables. It's like it's like that. Hopefully the video is recording. I'll kill myself otherwise. Yeah, it is. So yeah, where if the both the strings are equal, for sure they are substrings of each other, subsequence of each other. And if the string is not equal, what does it mean? The string is not equal. Oh, if the string 2 is false, that is string 2 is empty basically. The smallest string is empty. For that case, straight up return true because emptiness is a part of everything, as I told you, as we did. Like I think, um, yeah, this situation is still return true, right? Because of that. Since it is empty, it is a false value. Empty strings are false values. Anyway, another short circuit I have added, like if the string 1 is only false, like string 1 is only false, you'll be like, string 1 is false, you're talking about this. If it is false, then I think it should return null, right? But the thing is, it will not return null, it will return true only. You know why? Because it is already the second part of the this is getting compared. Like, is string 2 false? Yeah, if it is false, it will return false. But even after it being false, the second part of it being false, you know, it for second part of it being not false, not an empty string, it further checks and finds out, let me write something, finds out that yo, the string 1 is only false. In that case, it will return null. You see what I'm saying? You got it right. However, this is the crazy part. I don't know what the fuck I've made khichdi out of this. Like, holy chumble. Okay. So we have used a decrement loop here, and another inside it we have added a if statement with nested if statement, to be honest. So basically, what it does in string 2, that is the biggest string. Um, you know what I'm talking about? The biggest string. Fuck you. It's not the biggest. The smallest string. The smallest string. It checks the index of the current string. What does it mean? Like current bigger strings current value. So it just checks for it. Individual character checks. Yeah, it is there. So if it is not there, now then return true. If it is not there, if the certain value is not there, the fuck. Oh, if the certain value is there, this -1 basically means it could not find the index. We are saying it could find the index. Why? Because we have added exclamation sign before it. So it says that. So will now we said till now we have set it to 0. Till now. Okay, for this case, straight up return to 0. Okay. Till now 0. Till now true. And it further checks if string 2 dot length is equal to 0. What does it mean? It checks that It checks if um, string 2. But you said string two's length. How can it be 0? It is something, right? That's why we are further moving into it. Otherwise, it would have returned straight up true, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If string two's dot length is equal to 0. Good idea, by the way. Good idea. If it is 0, then straight up return whatever the till now's value is. You know, like no more further running the loop, kind of that kind of thing. Else, what the fuck is else here? You have not written anything in the else. So we can get rid of the else. Will it still work the same? No, no, no. It is not working. It's not working properly. This should be inside the else, right? This part. Yeah, this case is true. But if I like jack, no, if I, the second string, if I make like hacky, so it should say null. Okay. But for example, I find like blah, 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 both of should say true. It is saying true. The fuck? No, no, it's not true, right? Because y is extra here and we cannot find y here. Bro, whatever whereas situation it was before, it was better. God, I don't know how it ended up working. Now it is working fine. What the fuck? What the fuck did I do? Shouldn't have fucked it. There is no y, bhai. How can you compare y? Eh, that's weird. So the code is not working as expected. Okay, for example, if I type SSS and if I type just SKL, it will still say true because S is found in here. That is shitty. Let me just not fuck the code more and let me just keep it the way the code is. Undefined. Okay. Now let's try for SSSA Y. SAY. It will still say undefined. It is saying true. Wow. Our code is not working. Our code is not working. But it is working to some degree. But to some degree, it does not. Shit. Shit. Anyway, let's like ask ChatGPT to fix it. I'm so sad. Let's try and fix it on our own, first of all. New string. It was suggesting me something, okay? When I use the return keyword, it's not even suggesting anything now. Anyway, let's ChatGPT fix it. Fix it if needed. It would curse me, first of all. What the? Their function. There is no, it's not a recursive solution. Should be a recursive solution. Anyway, मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा this question. Um, अबे यार, this is painful. I can't solve it. Let's work on it. I'll come back after working on it. You know what? Fuck its ass. I don't know how to do it now. I reached to some level, but after that, I don't think I'm capable of solving recursion questions or any questions. Matter of the fact. You see? Saying undefined for this. Ah, God knows what the fuck have I done here. S is there. If I do sad, sad is also there. If I do A is also there. If I do F is also there. Okay. If I do one more extra, and it will still say true. So we don't want that because S2 is becoming greater than S. Anyway, I cannot tackle this right now. But for example, if I type in X, it should say false. Instead of saying false, it says undefined. So I think return false should be outside this here. Return false. If I say hello, return false. If I say sad, true. Okay, that is good idea to add. If I say A, it will say false. Okay, what the fuck? If I A small, if I to add two, A is still true. That is shitty, bro. Already you're fucking my head up with all this crap. But what if I do Zamp to run? Should say false. But if I do this, say true. I like it's kind of working, but it's not working as I'm expecting it to work. If I do SF, it will say false. No, it's saying true. Okay, it is saying true. If I do FS, it should say false. Please, still saying true. If I do FADAS, my entire opposite FADAS for this, it will still say true. If I do add ZAD X in here, it should say false. Please, it's still saying true. What is going on, man? What the fuck's going on? If I do X, add X in the front, then it will say false. Just checking in one direction. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I'll end up punching my display. So let's not do that. Give some rest, and we'll see the solution right now. See the solution of part two. I guess recursive, not over fun. What the fuck was this, bro? Okay, this motherfucker used similar kind of thing like I did. Okay, function, subsequence, string 1, string 2. He's using something like mine, man. I kind of reached without knowing recursion at all. Like, not even a dot of an idea of recursion. I have reached recursion. Good. Seeing the examples and everything. Subsequence, string 1. Is it getting recorded? It is. I feel angry right now. String 1 dot length is equal to 0. Right, and I'm not feeling angry. I'm like, invested. I mean, like, distracted. String 1 dot length is 0. Return true. If string 2 dot length is 0, return false. What the fuck's going on here? मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. You take your time, take your time. मतलब string dot length अगर 0 हो तो return true. ठीक है. String 2 dot length अगर 0 हो तो return false. क्यों? Oh, by the way, string 2 is the bigger string here. क्यों? Always it's have been. ठीक है, ठीक है. If string 2 का 0 का place. Wow, 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 wow. What a good approach, भाई. What a good approach. So basically ये हमेशा first elements को ही compare कर रहा है. अब क्यों कर रहा है ऐसा? क्योंकि ये first elements को ही remove कर रहा है. यहाँ पे देखो slides. क्या बात है भाई. भाई किसने लिखा भाई ये? Great भाई. Colt ने लिखा हुआ Colt. वाओ वाओ, ग्रेट ग्रेट, ब्रिलियंट ब्रिलियंट. बोल रहा है कि इफ स्ट्रिंग 2 और स्ट्रिंग 1 का जो फर्स्ट एलिमेंट्स है वो अगर सेम है, ठीक है, तो आपको क्या करना है? आपको रिटर्न करना है. आपको रिटर्न करना है क्या? क्या बात है भाई. मतलब इट हैज रिड्यूस लाइक भाई. मतलब उतना मतलब प्रेशर ही हटा दिया. मतलब कि कोई नहीं. मतलब with less and less logic, simplicity आया इसमें, like very simple, sophisticated and simple, very good. So मतलब एक तीर से दो निशाना type of thing. So string 2 का 0, string 1 का 0, ये दोनों सेम है, फर्स्ट एलिमेंट दोनों का सेम है, तो आपको क्या करना है, रिटर्न सब सीक्वेंस, स्ट्रिंग 1 को स्लाइस घटा देना है, स्ट्रिंग 2 को भी घटा देना है, क्या बात है, दोनों के फर्स्ट एलिमेंट को उड़ा देना है, सेम है, ठीक है, ठीक है। सेकंड मतलब ये रिकर्सिव कैसे होगा, इज सब सीक्वेंस स्ट्रिंग 1, ठीक है। और अगर बाय द वे अगर मैं स्ट्रिंग 1 और स्ट्रिंग 2 ही लिखता तो क्या होता, वाओ 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 वाओ, कैसे वाओ भाई, स्ट्रिंग 2 स्लाइस किया इसने, स्लाइस 1 मतलब, okay, I need some time, I'll come back after a break. Okay, I think I understood the logic here. The our approach is like, you know, people like me is fine, but person like me it is fine, but like it's not a good approach. Sure, for sure. Sure, Sadaf, you don't have to tell us. So look at this code here. I'll like open this in Visual Studio Code and you can see it on your own. Hopefully we don't end up finding any mistakes in the code, but this is our last hope. So beautifully done. It is saying, um, so okay, let's change the code a bit. So wherever is str, let's make it str1, let's make it str2, str2, and where there is, abe yaar, where there is str1, make it str, I'm like, fuck bro, okay, str2, str1, here it should be false, and here it should be true. No, str1, str2, it is okay, they're comparing. Return okay, this is also fine, but here str2 and here it is str1. Okay, that works. The fuck, subsequence is not even, what the fuck do you mean, is subsequence, our spelling was mistake, and why, let's copy this, true, so it is saying it is true. Oh my god, for real. Let's not fuck the code, okay, let's just use it the way it is saved. We'll later we'll become alligator and we don't have anything to debug, we'll debug that. Let's just make this code work anyway. So according to you here in this case, so you have to see this is the smaller string and this is the bigger string, so it is clearly false, right? Mature, so it is clearly false, so yeah, it is returning false. Okay, it's gonna work I guess now. So for example, no, I'm not saying for example, string 1, string 1 is a smaller string, but it should not return if I write SADAFA, true. If I add SADA, so it should be false. False. Good, good. So pretty it is working. If I add X in here and I add F here, still it is false. But for example, if I do SSF, SF, still it is true. If I do FS, it should be false. Yeah, FSS nahi, FS. False. Yeah, so well it is made. Yeah, subsequence को perfectly suit कर रहा है. I'm like jealous of this. Now what basically it does is it is saying if str1, this thing, length is 0, it's like this, the small substring, so instead of return true because nothingness is a part of everything. Now second thing it is saying Like if the string two's length is false, like this thing is false, then in that case, still it will be true. But in that if it is something, then it will say false. So it is like that. Okay. If str2 and str1's first elements are same, then return is subsequence. You know, again run the loop, but this time removing the first element from both both the string. Now since both the elements are removed, and wow, look at this line, like string one, like a time will come where in all the elements of the string one will be removed because it's a small string, right? All removed. In that case, should have written true. Wow. But in the case, um, but in case it is not equal, not same, then return return again the same function, but this time in the string two, that means the biggest string, biggest string. Wow, why the bigger string? This is a good question. Why the bigger string? Why not the smaller string? This string 2 is the bigger string, right? Slice 1, that is remove the top element. Oh, I see. I see, I see. I see that. Okay. Anyway, so this code was crazy good. Giving a salute, and whatever thing we reached to was not bad either. I think a little bit of fixing this will result into a similar or like same code. Like unnecessary conditions are there, but okay, we learn like that. What a good approach, by the way. Clap for this guy. Whoever wrote the code. Anyway, that's all for the video. I'll catch you later. Till then, alligator. Take care. Be safe.